Hey everyone, it's your boy Matt, and I'm here today in this video for another Adventures of video. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, the Adventures of Eldlich, tearing through the Anti-Spell Festival. So the Anti-Spell Festival is upon us, and yeah, I'm a little disappointed at Konami because so the gimmick behind the Anti-Spell Festival is like, let's ban every spell card in the game, right? So no spells, so only monsters and traps, right? And you would think, oh, finally, after so many festivals where they ban out, where they ban Eldlich, they ban True Draco, they banned Floodgates, they banned this, they banned that. Finally, they're gonna give us a festival where we can play those decks, right? Well, sort of, but like, the thing is, they not only banned all spells, but for some fucked up reason, they also banned uh, every floodgate in the game. Rivalry, TC Boo, Skill Drain, etc. And for some weird reason, they limited Solemn Strike to 2 copies per deck and Solemn Judgment to 1 copy per deck. How insane is that, right? Like, it literally blows my mind that Konami could be this fucking stupid and incompetent. Like, imagine in a Synchro deck, like back in the day when we had the Synchro Festival, right? Imagine like they just banned Swordsoul like Longyuan just randomly, I don't know, it just seems so fucking stupid. This is the festival for us. This is the festival for us Backrow gang, right? Why are you literally fucking banning our floodgates and our solemn cards, right? Guess what? If everyone is playing Backrow Floodgates, then nobody's playing Backrow Floodgates. Leave it open, right? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So now, when I actually go and queue up for this festival, am I seeing interesting decks that's mostly controlled because it's relying on monsters and traps? No, I'm seeing the same fucking decks I see in Ranked. I'm seeing Swordsoul. I'm seeing Marine Cess. Yes, I've actually seen Marine Cess playing without Battle Ocean. Like, I'm seeing Pendulums. Like, it just blows my mind how Konami can be this stupid. It doesn't feel that all that different to playing in the Ranks. It's like, yo, this is supposed to be a festival. You're finally making a festival for us control players, and this is how you do it. Like, it's just horribly run. Like, why would you ban it? Like why even have an anti-spell festival if you're also gonna ban like half the fucking good trap cards in the game? Like, what's the point, right? Like, what's the point? Might as well. Why don't you just ban Backrow, right? Just have a festival where it's monsters only, no Backrow. If your main goal is to cater to the mouth breathing combo players of the game, which clearly it is, because there's no other reason why you would have an anti-spell festival. And also do this stupid thing with traps and the solemn cards. Like, the floodgates is like, oh, you want to see more variety in gameplay. But why the solemn cards? It makes absolutely no sense to me, right? So it's really stupid, but it doesn't matter because I'm still just tearing through this festival, playing Eldlich with no floodgates, and yeah, Eldlich is still the best deck, so it changes nothing. But yeah, I guess we'll get into the games here. But yeah. Sorry, I just had to go on a rant because it's just every time Konami does something cool, they have to, or interesting, or that fans might want, they have to. It's like they're obligated to simultaneously do something shady, stupid, scummy, like fucked, right? That the players don't want. It's just mind blowing to me how this is possible, right? Anyway. Alright, so let's get into the first game of this Adventures of here. First game, Eldlich versus Swordsoul. Oh, look, a deck that I would expect to see in a fucking ranked match. Why? Like, it doesn't even feel like I'm in a festival. Oh, they don't have Pot of Desires or Swordsoul Emergence. Good job. They're still making the same fucking board that they always make. Like, this is just so stupid. Anyway, yeah, so my Eldlich deck, because we don't have access to pot cards, I have gone through several iterations of this deck, so you'll see some cards in here that I'm trying out, right? That I end up cutting, and I'll let you know what they are. I'm sure I'll eventually post a deck list, but anyway, you might be seeing in my hand here this 20-year-old card, 7 Tools of the Bandit. So, baby, that's right. So, for those of you who have seen my post, my image post on my YouTube channel, yeah, I remind everyone, hey, everybody, this card exists, right? And you should be playing it at 3. Like, all right, so they took away Solemn Judgment, but and then all these degenerate combo decks are coming around. They're playing Evenly Matched. They're playing Red Reboot, and you have one lowly Solemn Judgment to stop it. So how do you deal with that? Well, instead of running 3 Solemn Judgments, we're running 1 Solemn Judgment and 3 7 Tools with the Bandit. Read what this card says. When a trap card is activated, pay 1,000 life points, negate the activation, and destroy it. No questions asked. Like, you would think, like, this card is amazing in this festival because A, you don't have to deal with any spell cards, right? That means your only form of they have a back row remove is either monster effects or you know, like evenly / red reboot, right? So monster effects that pop back row cards can be dealt with via Lord of the Heavenly Prison, right? Or Solemn Strike, like, oh, they try to pop their back row with Baroni, you just Solemn Strike it, right? So we're just running these 3 cards because it's hilarious. Oh, you want to evenly match me? I say no. You want to red reboot me? I say no, right? So yeah, please play 3 copies of this card. This card is busted. I never thought I'd see the day where I'd be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And 7 Tools of the Bandit would be the best card in the game. I never thought I'd see that, but here we are. And also, guess what? If you're playing a mirror matchup or you're playing against a fellow control deck, right? By having 7 Tools of the Bandit, you immediately have advantage over them, right? Like, let's say you're playing Eldlich versus Traptrix, Eldlich versus Ultra guys. Like, this card will just wreck them. It will just completely wreck them, right? And the sad part is I don't actually see very many control decks. Most decks, like 90% of decks I've been playing in this festival, and as you'll probably see in this Adventures of, are non-control decks. So, but still, this card is still good. Like, it can stop Blackout. It can stop a lot of things. So, anyway. Alright, so I do go second. So, Moye. Yep. Moye into Chishao. Yep. Again, do I feel like I'm in a festival here? No, I feel like I'm in fucking ranked. Like, why am I seeing the exact same deck and, like, combo lines as I see in ranked? This is stupid. Alright, Baron the Fleur. Okay, set 1. Gee, I wonder if that's Blackout or Imperm. Anyway, so I'm going to set 5. I hold 1/7 Tools of the Bandit, so if that was not Blackout, then 7 Tools of the Bandit on the following turn can stop a future Blackout. But if it is Blackout, I was like, well, fuck it, right? Like there's no point in setting 2 7 Tools of the Bandit because I want to decrease how many 7 Tools of the Bandits remain. But you'll see here that, like, it's not going to matter. We're still going to break their board. So, all right, cool. So, popped Punishment and Huaquero, and then got rid of his Chishao. Cool. Now Huaquero is going to go ahead and fetch Elixir. So, basically, he traded 2 for 1, essentially. Cool. Good job. Good job, buddy. Alright, he's going to try to pop my back row with Baron the Fleur, and I'm just going to say no. By the way, now, if he has evenly matched, I have 7 Tools of the Bandit. let's say I Solemn Struck his Baron and he had red reboot. I have 7 Tools of the Bandit, right? So, there's no counterplay here for you, right? Anyway, so he's going to go to his Tenyis. Here's Adhara, okay. Monk, yep. Taya. Taya is going to banish Longran to get a token. Recycle Longran, okay. I'm kind of just letting him do whatever he wants. Okay, cool. Chishao. Oh no, Chishao, how creative. Honestly, I was hoping he would go Baxia, but he didn't. Right, whatever. Okay, oh, there's a Blackout. Too bad it's not going to do shit, right? So he summons Vishuda. Yep, Lynx, okay. Vishuda's gonna bounce 7 tools, like, okay, cool. Like, bouncing back row is dumb. It's like, I'm just gonna reset it, idiot. Like, if you're not gonna OTK me this turn, like, that does nothing, right? Speaking of not OTKing me this turn, so first he goes ahead and Longyuan pitches Blackout to summon itself. I'm gonna chain Elixir. The reason I'm doing this is because I plan on chaining Traptrix because I want to clear his board, right? Traptrix locks you out of traps. Other than, like, you know, you can only activate 1 trap. So I decide, okay, well, before I lock myself out of, like, into 1 trap, I'm going to go ahead and get my Eldlich out. But he's going to Ash, so I'm like, okay, I guess I won't get my Eldlich out this turn. Again, Ash does nothing against you. It just delays the inevitable, right? Okay, so here comes Traptrix. So guess what I'm going to grab? I'm going to grab Needle Sealing, baby. That's right. Needle Sealing is back on the menu. And when I count, wait, he has 3 monsters on the board. He's about to summon 2. Needle Sealing is the way to go. I could have gotten Torrential, but I figured, well, I might just hard draw Torrential on a future turn, and then I can just set that, and it'll be more versatile than. Whereas now it's like I know Needle Sealing will do the job. I'm just gonna grab Needle Sealing, right? Okay, cool. So there's a token, and goodbye. Needle Sealing, bam. So now I have 2 7 Tools with the Bandit, which means there's no red reboot or evenly matched that's gonna be going on for him, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab. Backrow. Yeah, just set forward pass, right? If he evenly matches, he gets fucked, right? Where's the evenly match? Oh, no evenly match? Didn't think so. Alright, so swing for 18. Bam. Get my spider. Yeah, because I don't have Pot of Extrav in this mode, like, my extra deck is always available to me, which is a nice change in pace in some regards, right? So I grab Elixir. Okay, Adhara, cool. Monk, okay. Recycle, okay, Ashuna, sure. Oh, Longyuan, oh no, whatever shall I do? So, how many Longyuans is that? So, one in the graveyard, one, so Longyuan's at 2, so this is last Longyuan. So, here comes the token, and Torrential. Yeah, never let them make the Synchro 10. The Synchro 8 is whatever, the Synchro 10, you definitely gotta stop that. So, yep. Yeah, I mean, he was done. Like, I was gonna Eldlich into Conk, top deck something. Yeah, the game was completely over. Alright, game number 2, we have Eldlich against, this is, what is this? Code Talker Control. Ooh, baby. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. Only 2 turns, because, well, you'll see in a bit. Code Talker Control is not a very good deck, because they're just better control decks. Like, we're not in the Link Festival anymore, folks. Like, maybe in the Link Festival you can justify it, because if you don't want to play Marine Cess. Wait, what's that you see in my hand? Is that Psy Frame Gear Gamma? Yes, calm down. I'm only testing this. I end up cutting it. But basically, because we're playing a Backrow deck where we very rarely have a monster on the field, even on our turn, Gamma is kind of funny. Like, especially here's a beautiful dream scenario I thought of in my head. Right, it's my turn. Elixir set. I flip Elixir, summon Eldlich. He ashes Elixir. I chain Gamma. So now I get Eldlich on the field. I get Gamma with Driver, link them into Omega, and now I have 2 bodies. And then Omega can just like rip cards out of his hand. So, you know, it's just this fantasy I had. I'm like, because, you know, I can't run pot cards. Let's see if I can run the Gamma package. Turns out I don't like it that much, so I end up cutting it. What else do I have here? Heavy Storm Duster. Yes. So early iterations of this deck, I thought I would see more Backrow decks. And I figured, you know what? 2 copies of Heavy Storm Duster can be searched off Traptrix. Oh, you know, just pop 2 cards on their turn, right? After they set it. I thought it'd be good. I end up cutting this because most decks I'm playing are not Backrow decks. So I was foolish to think that Konami would set up an anti-spell festival where most of the decks were actually like Backrow or control decks. They're not. So normal Droll, that's kind of into Link Rebo. Okay, that's. Whoops. Splash Mage. Okay. Yep. Transco Talker. I'm gonna Gamma. So one thing I like about Gamma as a hand trap in general is that not only does it negate monster effects, but it destroys a monster, right? Gets that monster off the field, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna Gamma here because I can save my Torrential, right? That stops his access code play. Now he sets 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and Heavy Storm Duster, the side 2 cards. Why the side 2 cards? Because I believe the middle card is Imperm, and Imperm does nothing to me. So I'm just gonna take out the card on the left and card on the right. Let's see what I took out. I took out Solemn Warning and Compulse Evac. That's hilarious. All right, so yep, yeah, he just scoops. He knows he's done. He's donezo. Yeah, that was actually the one of few games where Heavy Storm Duster actually like did something. All right, game number 3, 16 turns. Why is that? We have Eldlich versus Danger Jinzo Inspector Border Control. Like, what the fuck is this? I don't know, but it's not good. Is all I can tell you. I think it's a long game because both of us just kind of brick for a long time, right? Yeah, I see some. Oh, you should play Jinzo. Like, there are actually. I don't think you people realize how few Backrow decks there actually are. Most, like, you're more likely to play a Swordsoul opponent in this game, in this festival, than a fucking Eldlich. How crazy is that, right? In a anti-spell festival, you're more likely to play against Swordsoul, right, than an actual Backrow deck. So, anyway, I'm just gonna set 5 because, yep, go first. So, oh, by the way, Witcher Strike back on the menu. It's great in this format. I did not cut this. and I'm also running Broken Line. So here's another way to stop evenly matched / red reboot. So if a spell trap card or monster effect is activated in this card's column, negate it and destroy it for free, right? You don't have to pay anything. I'm running 3 of these. This is great. Going second is beautiful, as you'll see later in this video, because you go second, they summon Barone or whatever, you set this Broken Line card in the same column as Barone, and then you just kill Barone on the next turn. It's hilarious. Going first, it's like, well, you kind of have to guess where they're going to play their cards, but a lot of players like to play their cards in the middle column, so that's why I put it in the middle column. So he's going to set 1 pass. I guess he's bricked. Okay. I don't really draw anything either. Okay, cool. So yeah, a lot of passing. Alright, next. Okay, draw a pass. Yeah, D-Barrier is actually more useful than Heavy Storm Duster because of how many Synchro decks there are. Alright, we have Bigfoot. Bigfoot summons. Tsukinoko comes back. I'm going to go ahead and pop both of these. Yeah, I'm holding Torrential. Yeah, I didn't bother with the back row. Okay. Oh, alright, we have a Traptrix. So Traptrix can get us an Elixir, and if we need room on our back row, we have D-Barrier, right? So Danger Mothman, okay. So Mothman's gonna... Oh, so I draw an Elixir anyway. There comes Nessie, Thunderbird, okay. Inspector Border, okay. That's fine. Again, doesn't do anything to our deck. It locks him out of it. Like, he can't use his danger effects while Inspector Border's on the field, so... I flipped that at Call Xyz. I set Elixir. Alright, let's see. He tries to swing. Set Eldlich. He's going to Torrential the board because, again, he's locking himself out of monster effects. He's not really doing anything to me. He has Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, I get rid of D-Barrier because it doesn't seem like he cares about it. He's going to Maxx. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's swing. 35. Bam. Alright, so rather than grabbing Conquistador, I actually grabbed 7 tools of the Bandit. The reason being is because, well, I don't know what traps he plans to activate. But also, it's like, well, I don't think I really need Conquistador right at the moment. I think I'd rather have either a defense against Red Reboot or a defense against Evenly Matched. Like, what if this card, face down card, is Evenly Matched? Or he draws the Evenly Matched, sets it, and then tries to... You'll see. Okay, so he sets 2 cards. Okay. Draw another 7 tools. Attack. Goodbye, Spectre Border. End the battle phase. See? He does hard draw, evenly match, and he does set it, and he attempts to evenly match my board at the end of my battle phase. Obviously, I'll have to banish all but 2 cards, but I have this card here called Broken Line, and this is the same column as evenly match. So when a spell trapper monster effect activated in this card's column, negate and destroy, baby. So if I didn't have Broken Line, I had 7 tools, right? Goodbye. Now he's gonna summon Lord, okay, and then he grabs another evenly matched, which is hilarious to me, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to Traptrix in the Heavy Storm Duster, which will let me clear his back row on his turn. And now I'm gonna grab Conquistador. So, I already have a 7 tools, just in case he has a judgment or something. But yeah, so check this out. On draw phase, I'm just going to go ahead and take out his evenly matched and his Torrential Tribute. Easy peasy. Tries to battle, I'm just going to pop him with Conch. Maxx, like, does basically nothing. Goodbye. He Lava Golems me. That's hilarious. Okay, so he's going to Thunderbird. And then Jackalope. And then I'm just going to Torrential. It's like, okay, cool. He's going to Nessie. Discard Nessie. Again, it's just random fucking danger plays. Ooh, Thunderbird. He's going to pop one of my face downs. Oh, no. Like, he literally spent his whole hand to pop my face down. That's basically, like, cool. Alright, Eldlich comes back. 35. Bam. Yeah, so you set in main phase 2 just in case his middle card is evenly. If it's evenly matched, we just banish 1 card, Witch's Strike, right? But now I have 7 tools. Bring on evenly match. I don't care anymore. Evenly 7. I'm telling you, this card is the best card in the festival. It's so good. It's so fucking good. I haven't even used it yet, but just the fact that I have it is just What is this? Eldlich versus Zoodiac Control. Again, this is not the Xyz festival, so not sure why people think Zoodiac Control is better than like any other control deck, but whatever. Yeah, you'll soon see that it's not. All right. So he goes first. Blah blah blah. Hammer Kong. Trident. All right, so Lord set 5. So I'm playing around. I'm playing around a certain card here. I'm actually playing around Solemn Judgment. I'm not sure if he has it. So one thing I normally would do against Zoodiac is after he attacks me and attempts to make Zeus, I'll Solemn Strike his Zeus and then not have to deal with Zeus again. But this time, I'm gonna allow him to go to battle phase. But before attacking, I'm gonna Ice Dragons and banish the Borbo, right? The reason for this is because I want to know, hey, if you have Solemn Judgment, you have to use it right here, right? Otherwise, you don't get to Zeus, right? So if he does flip Solemn Judgment and negate it, then Ice Dragons is negated, and then he attacks me, makes Zeus, and I Solemn Strike, right? However, if I don't do the Ice Dragons play first, then that means when he goes to Zeus and I Solemn Strike, he can Solemn Judgment my Solemn Strike, and then Zeus is on the field and I'm fucked, right? So this is why I'm doing this, which is different than normal. I'm playing around him possibly having Solemn Judgment. So he's going to evenly matched, which is interesting. So, okay. So I banish 2 cards. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and summon Lord. Grab Traptrix. The reason I grab Traptrix is I don't have a pot. And I already have an elixir. So Traptrix will just search another card. Okay. Elixir into Ash and the Solemn Strike. Nah, I'm killing you. You're not getting away. So let's rank 10 play. Woo! No extra to banish my extra deck. He just scoops. He knows I have OTK. Alright, duel number 5. Eldlich versus... What is this? Swordsoul? With a random... Oh, okay. With Colossus and... Oh, he's got a Aurorodon package. Okay. Okay, guy. Or girl. Like, that's... interesting. Huh. Kind of weird. I don't know about that. Spoilers, it's not good. Does it feel like we're in an anti-spell festival yet? I'm still waiting to feel like I'm in an anti-spell festival. We are... Alright, so in this iteration of the deck, we are running 2 copies of Spearman and 2 copies of Maxx. Why 2 copies of Maxx? Because no Call by the Grave. So 2 Call by the Graves gone. No Crossout Designator. But, you know, there is a... what's it called? There's still Ash. So Maxx, just Ash bait, right? Or just going to draw me a bunch of cards / end their turn. So I'm going to chain Maxx to Longyuan effect. And of course, they have the Ash, but that's okay. Because, you know, that's part of its job is to bait Ash. Okay? Barone, yep. Barone pass. Wow, what a fucking board. This is actually worse than the standard Swordsoul board. I guess that's what happens when you don't have Emergence. So I draw Broken Line. Oh, I love this card. And you better be running 3 copies of Broken Line and 3 copies of 7 Tools. And I'll show you why. So I'm going second, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and set Broken Line right here in this column where Barone is. I'm not gonna use Lord of Heavenly Prison because I don't want him to get any ideas about negating Lord. And now I'm just gonna wait. Alright, his main phase. Use Barone to pop my Broken Line, and I'm gonna chain Broken Line and pop Barone. Get fucked. He's just gonna pass. Alright, cool. So I got Lord. Finally use Lord. Set Elixir. Oh man, this is funny. So funny. Nessie. Okay. Alright, so he sets a card. He's gonna Maxx on end phase. I don't care. Here's Eldlich. Or Eldlich. Okay. Hey, Lord. Grab Conk. Conk will get rid of Nessie for me, right? So he's going to normal summon Jet Synchron. So Jet is a 1 and Nessie is a 7, so he can make an 8. I'm going to go ahead and just pop Nessie, which is what I was going to do in the first place, right? Now he awkwardly has a normal summon Jet Synchron with nothing else, right? Oh, he has Destrudo the Lost Dragon, okay. I'm going to Maxx this. Okay, so I draw a card, and then he just scoops. Like, bro, Destrudo reduces the level, its own level, so he can't even make a Synchro 8 anymore. So, yeah, that was just silly. Like, he was just gonna make me draw cards, and I had Solemn Strike just in case I needed it. So, yeah, Swordsoul, like, it's just one of those. Oh, you really have zero creativity, huh? Duel number 6. Oh, look, another Swordsoul. I'm telling you, this is all I fucking play. Oh, with a Jinzo. Ooh. A Jinzo and double Heavy Storm Duster. Okay, I can appreciate the Heavy Storm Dusters, but bruh, you should be playing Evenly Match. It's super rare, so Heavy Storm Duster is super rare, Evenly Match is super rare. You should. I don't know why you would play this over Evenly Match if you're a Swordsoul deck. Honestly, like if you're an Eldlich deck, I understand, but if you're Anyway, double Blackout. All right, so what is this? Duel 7. Eldlich versus Swordsoul again. This is literally all I see in this festival is Swordsoul. Alright, so I'm not sure if I go first or second. I guess I go second. Okay. Okay, Longyuan, yep. Barone, yep. Burn. And that's it. Barone set 1 pass. Ooh, baby. So I'm going to go ahead and set a Broken Line in the same column as Barone. So I have 7 tools just in case he has like Evenly Matched or something, or Red Reboot. So yeah, 7, like even if you don't use this card, just the peace of mind that you get knowing that if they have Evenly Matched or Red Reboot, that it won't matter. Or even if they have Judgment, like they have Blackout, right? It's just the peace of mind of just knowing you have this card on your field is worth everything, right? Anyway, so main phase, Barone's going to attempt to pop Broken Line, and Broken Line's going to pop Barone. Goodbye. Like, this is the the easiest shit ever. Alright, let's get our Eldlich. He's going to Maxx. Don't care. Alright, let's get it. So, another Broken Line. So, I'm going to go ahead and swing. So, now Broken Line will go, so I'll use Lord, right? Broken Line, okay, yep. Grab Conk. So Broken Line goes in the middle column here. So if this is a Blackout or something else, I'm just going to negate it. Like, as soon as he tries to use it, right? So Broken Line is better going second because you get to see your opponent's board and set it in the correct column, right? Yeah, I love Broken Line. I used to run it in my T-shirt. So he goes ahead and summons this Jinzo Jector. So basically, yeah, this is one of those cards where it allows him to special summon Jinzo. And I don't want that, so I'm just going to conk him immediately, right? He's going to Maxx, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to say no to that. And he's going to scoop. Yep. Easy peasy. Alright, so that was duel number 6. Duel number 7. Eldlich versus Adamancipator. Okay. Oh, this motherfucker has 2 Evenly Matched, 2 Red Reboot. It's a good thing we have 7 tools of the Bandit, isn't it? Alright, let's play this. I'm telling you, 7 tools of the Bandit. You gotta play it. You gotta play 3. Always play 3 in this festival. 7 tools, 3 Broken Line. You will not regret. Oh, by the way, for those of you curious about my deck list, yeah, maybe I'm not gonna post it because, yeah, you know, why would I post my deck list? It's not like I would get clicks off of it and ad revenue or anything. No, I'm gonna wait until enough people comment down in the comment section saying that they want my deck list, and then after all of y'all have commented, you know, press the like, smash that subscribe button, eviscerated the like and the subscribe button into non-existence, right? And also, you know, written a comment about my, yeah, where's the deck list? Then I will post my deck list. Then and only then. If you say nothing, I won't, right? So you better do it. I'm holding you hostage for the likes and the clicks and the ad revenue. Anyway, all right. So Lord set 4. So I set Broken Line in the so I don't put it in the middle here. I put it in the extra monster zone, because I already have 7 tools of the Bandit. So if he does evenly matches, like whatever, right? Oh look, battle phase evenly matched. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. 7 tools of the Bandit, baby. I'm telling you, this card is cracked. This card is so fucking cracked. Oh look, he summons a monster in this column. I'm gonna say no to that monster. Okay. Cool. Now he's just gonna pass. Yeah, man. Broken Line is so good. It's so good. Hopefully this video will convince you to be playing 3 copies of each of those cards. Anyway, so Traptrix is gonna grab Elixir. Lord is gonna grab Punishment. The reason I grab Punishment is because might want to take out this back row of his. Rather than going to Traptrix, is like, well, I'm just gonna like, I was planning to take out this defense position and this back row, right, in one go. So he's gonna go ahead and tribute this Adamancipator Relief. Tribute any number of Adamancipators, target cards on the field equal to that number plus 1, destroy them. So he's gonna destroy my monsters. I'm like, okay, and I'm just gonna Punishment on this, sending Wind Pegasus. The reason I did that is because Lord's effect will banish Punishment on the end phase anyway, so I might as well get rid of it now. Okay. So get my Backrow. We'll revive Eldlich. Bam, bam. Swing. Bam. So the thing about Adamancipator is none of their monsters have on summon effects, right? It's a slow effect that they have to use on main phase. And I have 2 interruptions. I have Ice Dragons and I have Solemn Strike, and he has 2 cards in hand. So all I have to do is just not let him do anything. Just as soon as he summons a monster that will, before they excavate, I just take out that monster and then he's fucked, right? All right, so he's gonna normal this. I don't care. This does nothing. But the monsters that excavate are the ones that are annoying, right? So now he's gonna summon this dude. I'm gonna Ice Dragons, the water one. The reason I take the water one is because there's a synchro monster called Adamancipator Risen, which is a water. And basically its effect says if your opponent activates spell trap and you have a water in your graveyard, you can negate that spell trap. So I'm making sure he doesn't have a water in the graveyard just in case he ever gets to that synchro monster, right? I'm gonna make him work for the negate, right? All right, so basically he's just gonna, I guess, suicide here, whatever. Like, oh no, he suicided because he needed 3 rock monsters in the graveyard so he can summon Block Dragon. Okay, whatever. Cool. So I'm just gonna get my second Eldlich. So I can't really attack over this dude. So I'm just going to go to defense position. Actually, I can attack over, but I'm locked out of my extra deck because I used Punishment too recently. So I'm locked out of extra deck from Punishment last turn. So I'm just going to grab Conk, okay? Alright, so now I'm going to make Gustav Maxx. Burn him for 2k. Then I'm going to revive Eldlich at 35. So now, Eldlich can swing over Block Dragon, and Block Dragon's effect, which its graveyard effect is really annoying, says, if this card is sent from field graveyard, add 3 rock monsters from deck to hand. So he gets to search 3 fucking monsters if this is in the graveyard, but I have a card called Solemn Strike, which is going to say no to that, right? So, bam. I mean, and I can also just kill him with Gustav Maxx, but anyway. Yep. So that was Game 7. Game 8, Eldlich versus Zoodiac Tri-Brigade Control. Wow, he has 1 copy of Wiretap. That's probably to deal with getting evenly matched. What is this? Trap Stun. Negate all other trap effects on the field this turn. Ooh. All other trap effects. Okay, interesting. Why is he not running evenly matched? I don't know if this person this just feels like really inefficient. Like you could be running way better cards here. Anyway. Alright, let's go into Game 8. Forget if I go first or second. I guess I'll find out shortly. I want to say I go second. Yep, I go second. Alright, so you know it. Fractal, Kit, Nerval. Oh, Fractal, not Karis. Okay, whatever. Normal Fractal, banish 2, get the thing, Bear Broom. Karis summon. Make double Dragon Lord. Yep. Appaloosa. And then that's obviously Revolt because he didn't use Bear Broom to search. So yeah, so I draw a Solemn Judgment. So I assume this is Revolt. Like the fact that he didn't search Revolt makes me think this is Revolt, and he maybe hard drew one. And I don't know. In any case, I'm gonna use Lord just to force his Appaloosa's negate because it's funny. Okay, because Appaloosa's negate does not destroy. So I'm gonna set. I put Broken Line in the middle column here just in case it is not Revolt and it's some other card, right? Or just in case he holds Revolt for a future turn for whatever reason, then I can negate it with Broken Line, right? But of course, he's not going to. He's going to use it now. Like, okay, fine. I'm totally okay with that. Yep. So here comes the Ominous Omen. Okay. And Shurig is going to banish my Broken Line. So the Broken Line that I was going to deal with his Revolt got dealt with. So, you know, we basically traded 1 for 1 there, right? Alright, he searches Kit. Okay. I still have Torrential Tribute and Punishment, so I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good. Look at this. Look how good I am. Look how good I am. Look how good I am. Bam! So, yeah, no Kit for him, and then he's just going to scoop, because he should know he's fucked by this point. Like, he's so funny. Yeah, so, yeah, it's been, you know, Eldlich, way better going second than Subterror because of shit like this, right? Because we can run Torrential, you know, there's a lot more, we have a lot more freedom with the back row we can run. Anyway, so, game number 9, Eldlich versus Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade. Okay. I believe I go second. If this is the game I'm thinking, I definitely go second. Yes, this is the game I'm thinking. Alright. Y'all are going to like this one. We do open Witch's Strike. Wait. No, this is not the game I'm thinking. JK. Wait, what? Okay, never mind. This is not the game I'm thinking. So, Elixir into Ash. Okay, negate that. Cool. It was another game where I opened Witch's Strike against Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade. It wasn't this one. I don't know if I recorded it or not. Okay, so grab Hawk Arrow, set Punishment, okay. So he has this Archfiend Eccentric, which is a pen monster that it's basically, it's technically not a spell, but it can pop, it pops a card, okay, cool. So I'm gonna Hawk Arrow. So let's swing. 18, bam. Make the Spider. Set Witch's Strike, grab Elixir. So we're in pretty good shape. Gonna have our Eldlich out very soon. He already used an Ash, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Maxx C here on summon. Yep. Whenever they summon one bird, it's never just one. You can never just have one lolly furry. It's always like 2 or more. So that's why I Maxx C'd. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be 100% a full combo. So draw. What is this? Phantom Feathers. Target Lyrilusc, attack of all monster control becomes equal to that. Also, their ranks. When opponent's monster declares an attack, you can manage this card. Okay. Yeah, whatever. So he's gonna make Bird of Sovereignty. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and Torrential Tribute that. But then he has this card called Solemn Judgment. Ooh. Oh wait, maybe this is the game I'm thinking of. I don't know. I've had a couple hilarious Witch's Strike moments in this festival, but yeah. He's in a Solemn Judgment, Torrential Tribute. I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. I guess I'll have to Witch's Strike. Scoop, scoop, scoopity, scoop, scoopity, scoop, 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 scoop. Game number 10. This is. We have Eldlich versus Traptrix. Ooh. What is this? Time, space, trap hole. When your opponent actually shuffle that monster deck, and then you lose. Okay. So the thing about Traptrix is it's not as good as Eldlich. That's just a fact. And you'll see here why. And for those of you, because I know people have commented on my videos, oh, how do you deal with Traptrix? Easy. You don't play into Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Like, Traptrix's entire deck revolves around searching Gravedigger's Trap Hole. If you play around that or you don't care about it, then it does nothing. Anyway, so I'm going to set 5 pass. I do have Broken Line in the middle column here. Oh, I love Broken Line. You'll see why in a second. Main phase, battle phase. So he goes straight into battle phase. There's an evenly match in the middle column. They love the middle column. This is why I put Broken Line in the middle column. So I didn't draw 7 Tools of Bandit, but I drew Broken Line. So no evenly match for you, motherfucker. Alright, so he's going to summon Lord. That's interesting. And he's going to summon this. Normal this. I don't want him to go make his Link 1, so I'm going to go ahead and punishment. So if you delay the Traptrix Link 1, their board is a lot weaker. It delays it, you know, but it requires them to have another monster than normal. That's the thing. Like, Traptrix relies a little bit too much on hard drawing normal summons and normal summoning, and if you can't Link, then your board is a lot weaker. Anyway, so I'm going to conk on end phase. Ooh, Judgment. I love drawing Judgment in a trap matchup. I can't link into Link Spider because I'm under Dogmatic of Punishment. I'm locked out of the extra deck. That's why I didn't. So, this one here, this is normal summoned. He searches a whole trap. And I'm just going to Solemn Strike this, so. Okay. Lord of Heavenly Prison is here. Okay. So I'm going to link into Link Spider. Now I can. Swing for 1,000. Bam. Let's grab our Elixir. He has the Phantom Knights are Shade Brigandine. So Traptrix monsters like Traptrix decks like to make rank 4s, but I feel even so I feel like it's not worth having this card. Like it just feels bad. All right, so here's Elixir. So he normals this Dionea, which is going to revive Mantis. Mantis is going to attempt to pop one of my back row, but it's protected by Lord. And I'm going to go ahead and just D-Barrier and call XCs. So no XC summoning for this fucker. Yeah, they definitely want to make their XCs. Okay. Shade Brigandine. Okay. So Sarah requires you to activate a normal trap. So the only reason, even though he knew he could normal summon, or he or she, right? They only flipped this because they wanted to trigger Sarah. Sarah summons the Traptrix. Okay. I'm going to Elixir. He's going to Maxx, like whatever. Get my Eldlich out. He's going to reset a card. He does that because he wants to trigger Traptrix Sarah to search Gravedigger's Trap Hole. So now I know they have Gravedigger's Trap Hole, which means I'm not going to use monster effects. Yeah, that's it. Like, that's how you beat Traptrix. You don't use monster effects. You don't need monster effects to beat Traptrix because who the fuck is their boss monster? They don't really have a boss monster, right? You can sit on a 2500 Eldlich and like all game and just kill them. So they're gonna go into Unicorn, but I'm gonna say no to that because I don't want them bouncing my Judgment. I'd rather just like remove that body completely. So no access code for you. Alright, so I could use Lord, but I'm not going to because they have Gravedigger's Trap Hole. So I'm just going to go Eldlich and attack. Alright. See, this is the saddest part about Traptrix. Is like, because of the way Traptrix Sarah works, like, Traptrix Sarah's effect only works if a normal trap is activated. So if you just go to swing, it's like, alright, you have to use a normal trap. So, alright, he's going to Mind Crush and take out my Lord. Okay, whatever. Now Traptrix Sarah can search. Oh boy, what is Traptrix Sarah gonna search? Or sorry, summon. Okay, a Traptrix monster. Okay, so instead of completing this attack, I go into main phase 2 and I tribute away for Sphere. So now that's 3 Traptrix bodies gone, right? So without monsters to XCs with, they can't XCs. Without a monster to link into Sarah, again, just Traptrix is too reliant on the monsters. That's the problem I have with Traptrix. I mean, I'll make a deck, especially knowing that there's a Traptrix structure deck coming out soon. That's going to make the deck a lot better. But it's just like, it's too reliant on monsters. Like, to do anything, right? Okay. So, oh look, searches Gravedigger's Trap Hole. So, you know how you play around Gravedigger's Trap Hole? You don't activate monster effects. So they have 2 Gravedigger's Trap Holes, right? I'm just not going to use monster effects. Like, what? Okay, battle phase. Imperm. Again. Oh, I fucking... Bruh. Stop running Imperm in back row decks. It sucks. It does nothing. Alright, so you can negate Eldlich. You're literally throwing a card away. Why? So that Sarah can grab you a Traptrix monster at level 4. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to kill your level 4. Okay, and then Sarah is going to search. Ooh, Floodgate Trap Hole. When your opponent summons a monster, flip it face down. Okay, I'm not summoning monsters, so... Again, the trap holes, they only do stuff... So most of the trap holes, other than Gravediggers, require you to summon a monster. If you don't summon a monster, they do nothing. And in Gravediggers, like, okay, so negates monster effects and burns you. I just won't use monster effects. So defense mode on sphere mode, set needle sealing just in case, right? Okay. Battle phase. Yeah, like eventually this fucking monster's gonna die, so I'm gonna set Maxx just cause. It's a defensible monster. I'm never gonna activate Maxx because they have 2 Gravediggers trap holes. But let's say I top deck my second Eldlich, or I top deck Lord of the Heavenly Prison, I can tribute summon. I have sphere mode and I have Maxx. I can just tribute summon. If or no, I would tribute set because Floodgate Trap Hole. I guess Floodgate Trap Hole when a monster is summoned, so I guess that works on flip summon. So I guess I wouldn't even do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Huaquero here, banish the thing. So that triggers their Lord in hand, which is kind of slightly bad for me. But I draw Traptrix, so it's okay. Alright, so this Lord is going to attempt to attack my Eldlich. I'm going to go ahead and grab Ice Dragon's Prison. And Ice Dragons is going to banish their other Lord. Sorry, you're not killing my Eldlich. My Eldlich is going nowhere. Okay, so set 5 pass with nothing to do. Ooh, 7 Tools of the Bandit. Ah, I love this card. Imagine if I had this since turn 1, right? I would have done so much more, but anyway. Alright, so now I have 7 tools if I really need to stop them from clearing my board, right? Attack. Attack. I'm going to set on the right column because I know this is not Imperm. This is a Floodgate Trap Hole, which does nothing to me, right? Another cool thing about my board, let's read Sphere Mode. Your opponent cannot target this card for attacks or by card effects. So, literally, they need to be able to remove this without targeting it. So, yeah. Or attacking it. So, if they did clear my Eldlich, is like, well, alright, so I top deck Lava Golem, which is hilarious. Because if he does build a board, Lava Golem, burn for a K, win. And then I'm just going to swing. So yeah, how to not lose a Traptrix. Don't get Gravekeeper's Trap Hold. Simple. Like, when they search it, you know they have it. At that point, you just like, alright, no more monster effects. Done. Right? Oh, man, that's hilarious. Yeah, that was game 10. Let's move on to the next batch of games. Duel number 11. This is Eldlich versus Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade. This is the one I was thinking of before. So, yeah, you'll enjoy this. I do go second. I open Sphere Mode. Yeah, I love going second opening Sphere Mode. So, Fractal, Kit. Ooh, no Nerval. Yeah, so Mercurier. They're playing the Mercurier package. That's interesting. Alright, so normal Nerval. Okay, make Farigit. Grab Shot, Albion. Yep. A special Despero. Blah, 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 blah. Recital Starling. Yep. Yep. Albion. Yep. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, look at this board they're building. That's going to have at least 3 monsters by the end. Bird of Sovereignty. Ooh, baby. This card is legal in Master Duel, but not in the TCG. Okay. Recital Starling number 2. The fact that this search is not hard once per turn is stupid. I mean, this is why I got limited to 1 in the TCG. Alright. F-Zero, Utopic Future. F-Zero, Utopic Draco Future. End phase, we get Apex Avian. Alright, cool. So normally, with the hand I have, I Sphere Mode F-Zero, Burnus, Simorg, and Mist Valley Apex Avian. No question. If with just the cards I have now. However, I top deck Witch's Strike. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. There's a Witch's Strike opportunity here, right? Apex Avian, when a card effect is activated, negate a thing and destroy it. So I decide I'm going to Sphere Mode Simorg, Nerval, and F-Zero, and leave Apex Avion. So Nerval's gonna get them a thing, like it doesn't matter. So I'm not gonna use Lord because I don't want them to have any ideas about using Apex Avion to negate Lord. I want them to use Apex Avion to negate one of my cards, and then I can Witch's Strike them, right? So check this out. Oh, baby. So he's going to link my Sphere Mode into Almirage. I didn't know you could do that, honestly, but I guess, yeah, it's a normal summon monster with 1,000 or less attack. He's going to use Almirage to tribute itself to make Misfile Apex Avion invulnerable to card effects, okay? Or to destruction effects. So that's Chainlink 1. Chainlink 2, I'm going to Punishment on Apex Avion. Right? And he's going to chain Apex Avion to negate punishment. So that means I can Witch's Strike, folks. Remember, look at that. Look at that beautiful Witch's Strike. Oh, I missed you so much, right? Oh, that makes me so happy. Look at that. Droll. I killed his evenly match. I killed Karis, Mercurier, Kit, Maxx. Entire hand obliterated. However, because of how Tri-Brigade monster works, Kit will get him a mill on Nerval, and Nerval will get him a search for Kit. So, unfortunately, Witch's Strike was never that good against Tri-Brigade. You know, back in the Tri-Brigade format, I never really played it because of the fact that their monsters can search. But, you know, I still blow out their hand. It's like they have one play, which is normal Kit, banish, get Ominous Omen, and banish one of my cards, right? I'm going to chain... So, on Summon of Ominous Omen, I'm going to chain D-Barrier and just call Xyz, just cuz, right? Because I want to get Lord of Heavenly Prison on the field. Okay? So, manage his Walkwaro, don't care. And then Lord is on the field, and I have a 3k body. I can either crash or I can kill Kit, right? So, I actually decide I top deck Traptrix. I'm going to kill Kit, let them get a mill. So, and then Almirage comes back, so whatever. So they mill Karis. So Karis is typically not a Tri-Brigade monster you typically mill. So the fact that they mill Karis makes me think they're out of main Tri-Brigade monsters, right? They have 4 of them banished, and the rest are in the graveyard. So that means no more Tri-Brigade follow-up plays next turn, right? So that means, but you have the very curveball Ominous Omen. So this card, if this card is special, or if another Beast, Warrior, Wing Beast is special summon, you can banish your card, right? So I can't let them special summon a Wing Beast. Otherwise, they get to trigger Ominous Omen. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set Traptrix. So I know their card in their hand is Albion. So that's not a Wing Beast. So whatever their top deck is, we have to work with. So their top deck is Lyrilusc monster. However, it's not one that can special. So they have to normal it, right? However, if they do a link play, linking Almirage and Lyrilusc into something, then maybe that could be a Beast Warrior, and then Shurig banishes. So what I do instead is I'm going to say, alright, I know you don't have another Lyrilusc, because I know that last card in your hand is Albion, right? So I'm going to go ahead and Traptrix into Ice Dragons. And then Ice Dragons is going to go ahead and banish your Ominous Omen with Apex Avion, and now you're stuck, right? You can't do anything. So draw, Lava Golem, great, I'm not going to use it, I'm just going to attack. The Lava Golem is a good contingency plan. I don't think they can OTK me because they've used so many resources, right? Almirage can't go to defense position, so he's just going to scoop because he's going to pass. I'm going to swing for 3, and the game's over. So, yeah, Witch's Strike, back on the menu, folks. Oh, I love it. I love a festival where I can use Witch's Strike to its full potential. Oh, it makes me so happy. Anyway, alright, let's get on to the next batch of games. Alright, game number 12. We have Eldlich versus Beetrooper Traptrix. Wow, what? I remember this deck. Yeah, this dude or dudette wanted to mix Beetrooper with Traptrix, which kind of makes sense because, you know, some of these Traptrix monsters are insects. Even though they look a bit more like, you know, waifus, but whatever. So let's get into this one. Yeah, spoilers, Beetrooper Traptrix strictly worse than just pure Traptrix. Alright, so I opened double broken line. You love to see it. So I set the broken line 1 in the middle column for obvious reasons because the middle is popular, and one on one of the extra monster zones, right? So you choose the left or the right. My gut feeling, maybe they're gonna go for the left one, right? Today, which is right from their perspective. So Goki pull, okay, and I chose the wrong side. It's okay. It happens. So I noticed. Oh wow, this is the when I got caught by surprise. Oh, this motherfucker has a Traptrix. So I'm gonna Torrential Tribute here because I don't want them making Sarah. And they already used their normal summon. So I'm gonna go ahead and just. So lucky for me, 2 of the cards they set are in the same column as Broken Line. So yeah. That's gonna lead to some hilarious shenanigans later. So Link Spider. Let's grab Elixir. Alright, so I'm gonna summon itself by banishing some insects, normal summon. So okay, now that they have 2 level 4 Traptrix on the field, it's time to use Dogmatica Punishment. So they're gonna search the Floodgate for Trap Hole. I'm gonna Punishment. Basically, I don't want them to make Sarah. I don't want them to make an Xyz. They're gonna attempt to compulsory evacuate their own monster because they don't want. They want to cause punishment to fizzle. So I'm gonna say no to that because I have Broken Line. And then look at this. So I sent Entis, pop that, and then Entis is gonna pop the other one, and they have another compulsory evacuation device in the same column as Broken Line. They really want to make an Xyz or the Link, huh? But I'm gonna say no. So this set card is 100% Floodgate Trap Hole, which again only does stuff if you summon. So as long as I just sit on this Eldlich and don't summon monsters, I'm okay. I can still summon the Eldlich traps, right? I top that Conquistador. Let's kill this. Let's swing here. Now I have Conk. Well, I'm going to grab Huaquero. And then I have Conk. Yeah, so if he does Floodgate Trap Hole on my Conk, it literally gets reset. Oh, look. Another another Traptrix monster. I'm going to go ahead and banish the target of the revive. And then I'm going to pop so they can't make Sarah. And then they scoop. Yes, that's one of those. That's literally one of those games where like, oh my goodness, my opponent has the answer to everything. Yes, I have the answer to everything. It's like you can't get your Traptrix monster again. Traptrix too reliant on the monsters to do anything. Oh, that was very amusing. All right, duel number 13. Another Traptrix. Okay, this one is a pure Traptrix. It appears with a. So let's see, Spice. Single copy Nibiru, okay. Run into Shade Brigadine again, I don't know why. I guess because they really want that. 2 copies of Gravediggers, 2 evenly matched. Ooh, Imperial Iron Wall, the 1 copy of Imperial Iron Wall. That is, you should, let me think. Does Traptrix need to banish cards? No, you should be running 3 copies of Imperial Iron Wall. What the fuck are you doing on 1? And then 1 copy of Treacherous Trap Hole, which is very niche because it says you can only activate it if you have no traps in your graveyard and destroys 2 monsters on the field. So pretty funny. Alright, so let's go through this one. Yeah, this one goes 9 turns, so clearly they put up a better fight than that last Traptrix. Beetrooper Traptrix player, like what the fuck is that? Beetrooper Traptrix. I guess they just really they use Ironhorn to get a second normal summon. They really wanted an additional normal summon. So anyway, so they do go first. Mirmello into Sarah. Yeah, I can't really stop that. Okay, so they got their Sarah out. It's whatevs. So Lord, set 3. I'm holding 1 Witch's Strike because Witch's Strike it's not hard once per turn, but it's soft once per turn, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and Broken Line this. Why not? I don't want them reviving or getting another body or making a rank 4. So okay, I'll take 800. Don't care. All right, end phase. Trap Trick. Get Torrential Tribute. Now, why did I get Torrential Tribute instead of Elixir? Oh, I know why. Because I'm gonna use Lord to search Elixir with Lord's effect. Yep, that was why. Duh. So they are gonna pop my potential, okay, And then they search Gravedigger's Trap. Now that I know they have Gravedigger's Trap Hole, I can just not trigger it by just play around it. Right? Battle phase. Let's kill this thing. Treacherous Trap Hole. So here's the thing. A lot of times, especially if you know they have the ability to pop cards, you want to hold your Elixir to the battle phase, force them into a situation like this, right? And so in this situation, if I had Eldlich in main phase, they use Treacherous Trap Hole to kill both lords, right? But because I'm threatening Sarah, they have to use it now, right? So they're going to attempt to pop Sarah, but since Sarah's unaffected by trap effects, only lord will get popped. So basically he's trading 1 for 1 here, right? Okay. And then they summon. And then they're going to reset this, and I'm just going to Elixir. And he's going to Ash, which I'm okay with, because main phase 2. Sphere mode, baby. Let's go. Yeah, the funny part about Traptrix decks is that they oftentimes like put 3 monsters on the field on your turn, and then you just, okay, sphere mode, like whatever. So now they're going to go, yep, so they lose Treacherous Trap Hole. I'm going to go ahead and get Waquero here. Sphere mode comes back to me, so I have basically an indestructible beats target, right? Because not only can it like not be targeted by card effects, it can be attacked, right? And I drew 7 Tools of the Bandit, the best card in the game, straight up, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and Waquero. Let's go ahead and attack. Main phase 2, put the sphere mode in defense, put 7 tools face down, and now I'm so Gucci right now with 7 tools. Alright, there is. So I'm going to Tribute Summon. That's right. Tribute Summon Eldlich the Golden Lord. Because it doesn't trigger Gravedigger's Trap Hole. So, going to swing. Yeah, against Traptrix, sometimes it's better just Tribute Summon. Don't use a monster effect. Like the Eldlich effect. And now I'm going to grab Elixir. So here comes Traptrix. Okay. So, they're going to link into Sarah. I'm going to Solemn Strike that summon, so they don't get on the field, and he's gonna Solemn Judgment. 1 copy of Solemn Judgment in this festival. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I have this card here. Now, I could flip 7 Tools of the Bandit, but I have Witch's Strike. There's no way I'm going to resist Witch's Strike. I could 7 Tools here, but I do more damage if I Witch's Strike, so I'm gonna allow Solemn Judgment to go through, and I'm gonna they're gonna Torrential, but I'm gonna Witch's Strike, baby. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, Witch's Strike is just so. All right, okay. 7 Tools is the best card in this festival, but Witch's Strike, honorary mention, arguably even better. But you know, there are fewer decks with like hard negates, so yeah. Oh man, that was hilarious. All right, so Duel 14, Eldlich versus Dinosaurs. Wait. Not just any dinosaurs. That was fucking Dino. Oh, that's a Dinomorphia. I'm pretty sure that's the loner Dinomorphia deck. Maybe I'm wrong, but sorry, it's Dinomorphia. Yes, I'm not used to seeing Oviraptor or like Baby in a Dinomorphia deck. By the way, if you're building a Dino-Waifu deck, like unironically, the only monsters that should be in your deck are like in your main deck should be these 6 right here. Triple Diplos, triple Theresia. Do not include any other monsters. You don't need them. Because, again, control decks, right? Anyway. So, Eldlich versus Dinomorphia. Eldlich is still the superior control deck, as you'll soon see. Right, we dismantled Traptrix, and now we're going to put Dinomorphia in its place. It's not even a good Dinomorphia because it looks like it's the loner deck. Anyway. Alright, so I'm going to use Lord, set 3 pass. Alright, so check this out. So in normals Theresia will set Sonic from the deck. Let's read what Sonic says. When your opponent activates a spell trap card, while you control a Dinomorphia monster, pay half your allowance to negate. So this is an Omni negate, a spell trap negate, but only if they have a monster. So, you know, the monster they have right now is Theresia, right? So that's their monster. So that means this card can negate Solemn Judgment, can negate any of my other cards. So I'm kind of forced to. I'm gonna go ahead and summon Eldlich, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop Theresia. So now Sonic is deactivated. It does nothing until they get a monster on the field. Theresia has a floating effect in the graveyard, but only if they have another Dinomorphia monster, which they do not. So it does not float, right? Alright, so I top deck Elixir. So I'm going to go ahead and link into Link Spider just because I can. So they're going to Dynamorph Domain, which will allow them to Fusion Summon into Kentagrina. I'm going to go ahead and say no to that via Judgment. Right? So remember, Dynamorphia, like, they don't have Frenzy yet. Dynamorphic Domain is their best card. Like, they need it to resolve, otherwise they're fucked, right? So, because they use a trap card, I'm going to chain Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Why? Because they're at 4,000 life points and I have OTK here. So, they have a second Dynamorphia Domain, and since this card is not hard once per turn, it says you can only activate one Dynamorphia Domain per turn. Because Judgment negated the activation, they can still activate another one. So, it's not a hard once per turn, it's a soft once per turn, right? Or a regular once per turn, depending how you look at it. So, I'm just going to chain Maxx just so I can get some draws, right? And then I'm going to go ahead and grab Walkwaro. So why am I doing all these? Why am I doing Walkwaro now? Because Sonic is going to be active, and I don't want it to be negated, possibly. So Kentagrina, okay. And then I summon Lord. Okay. I drew Broken Line. You love to see it. So they're going to fuse into Stealth Bergia. Let's read what this says. While your life points are 2,000 less, you do not have to pay out life points to activate Trap. Okay. You don't use the following effect once per turn. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon. So basically, all I have to do is burn them for 1,000. Okay? I know that the only trap they have in their graveyard is Domain. Domain can be banished to negate to take no effect damage, but they have no traps at the moment to stop battle damage. And the face down card I know for a fact is Sonic, which they can only use if I use a spell trap. So I avoid using a spell trap. Right? So what I'm going to do here is first I'm going to force their hand, and I'm going to use Gustav Maxx. So Gustav Maxx will detach Eldlich to burn them for 2k. So now they're forced to banish Domain. So if they banish Domain, not only do they lose the ability to float their monsters, but also, like, I'm also kind of baiting out Stealth Bergia here, right? So they are going to use Domain. Okay? And now I'm going to summon Lieb. Now, I didn't need to use Lieb's effect, because if I use Lieb's effect, he kills me with Stealth Bergia. I just go Battle Phase and swing for exactly 1,000 damage. So 4,000 into 3,000. So yeah, you got to play around their graveyard floating effects, their graveyard battle damage / negate effects, and the fact that, you know, you don't want to play into their abilities, right? So anyway, duel number 15. We have Eldlich versus Zoodiac Tri-Brigade with evenly matched and red reboot. Ooh, baby. That's a nice evenly matched red reboot you got there. It'd be a shame if I had 7 tools of the Bandit. Let's see what happens. Oh, man. The fact that I have 777 tools of the Bandit means I don't even care about them having evenly matched red reboot. Like, bring it. Come at me. Okay. Alright, so set 2. Not great pass. So I do have Maxx. So as soon as I see the Zoodiac monster, I immediately Elixir. Why do I do this? Because I need a Maxx. Okay? If I Maxx and they have Ash, Maxx gets negated. But if I Elixir and they have Ash, they will Ash Elixir, and then I can Maxx. Because Ash is once per turn. And look, they took the bait. They baited I baited Ash with Elixir, and now I'm gonna chain Maxx and they can't Ash it. Alright. So Borbo, so that's one summon, draw 1. Attack, okay? So they make a 2 material Zeus, right? Not a 4 material. So they do only 2 materials, so I only draw 2, right? And they set a card. So let me get this straight. You made a Zeus when I have 1 card on my field, right? So best case scenario, Zeus will literally remove 1 card from me, right? And you're going to remove your own card. This is just hilarious, right? And the fact that it's in this column means it's 1,000,000% infinite impermanence. I'll bet any amount of money. Like, I mean, I know how this duel turns out, but like, even during the game, I'm like, this is infinite impermanence, 100%, 1,000,000, 100,000%. That's infinite impermanence. It's so fucking like obvious, right? Why? Because no one else plays Broken Line like I do, but you really should anyway. So I'm gonna top deck Torrential, and I'm just like, okay, Eldlich. Send a graveyard with Broken Line, take out Zeus. Now they have the Zeus. And guess what? Because they're Zeusing, they lose the same number of cards that I do. So And oh, let's check the graveyard. Oh look, it's infinite impermanence. Who'd have fucking thought, right? So anyway, I'm gonna get Backrow. Using a Maxx, I don't care. Maxx does nothing. Swing for 35. I'm gonna set 2. I'm gonna grab an Elixir. Now let's see what they're gonna do. Oh man, this is so funny. Karis! Karis will banish 2 to attempt to make some Tri-Brigade plays, and I'm just gonna say no to that. And if they special summon Karis or put out, I have Torrential Tribute. So there's no scenario where they're not ending their turn instantly. Yeah, exactly. Maxx, it doesn't matter. All right, and now I have enough for game. I don't know why they didn't scoop. Yep, there's a scoop. Yep. GG. All right, duel number 16. This dude's name is Zoodiac. Their deck they're playing is Inspector Border Control. Wait a minute. Summon limit is legal in this mode? Oh fuck! Oh man, maybe I should have put that in my deck. Summon limit is a pretty good card, but going second, it kind of doesn't do anything. So, I'm okay without summon limit. Anyway, so yeah, they're just Inspector Border Control. They are running evenly matched. All right, let's see what happens in this one. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and set 4 pass. Set 5 pass. Okay. Okay. I set Witch's Strike just in case they have a judgment or something. Battle phase. I'm gonna go ahead and punishment this. Let's go ahead and take out their oh, they had a solemn warning. Okay. Would have been a good card to trigger Witch's Strike off of, but that's okay. Yeah, we're basically just both passing until we get a monster. There's a monster. All right, Lord. So I can just because I noticed that they're an extractor board deck. I can debear anytime I want and just call whatever, and then I can summon Lord off that. All right, so debarrier, activate Lord. Lord will set Elixir. So battle, punishment. So again, you got to be a little patient with Elixir because so now that I don't have Elixir. Remember, Eldlich is 2,500 attack. If I had Eldlich, he'll get to send Entis, and Entis will pop a Backrow. But because I do not have Eldlich, I'm just going to swing for 3k. I mean, I'm not forcing him to, but I am basically like making it so that I lose fewer resources. So, okay, cool. Now that Lord's gone, and by the way, this fucker sent, where is it? 5-headed dragon, which is hilarious. All right, so they're going to Ash my Elixir. And I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to Solemn Strike this because there aren't that many cards I can Solemn Strike in their deck to begin with. But they're going to chain their one lone little baby copy of Solemn Judgment to my Solemn Strike. Which means I'm going to Witch's Strike this motherfucker. And of course, they always have a second Ash. If they have one Ash, always assume they have 2. They never have just one Ash. You can never have just one. Anyway, so yeah, I fucking Witch's Struck this dude's ass, right? And I'm at 4 cards with 0, and I have an Elixir in my graveyard, which is gonna start generating resources, right? Granted, Needle Seal and D-Bear don't do much against him, but I have a Backrow, like whatever. I mean, I have Ice Dragons. So I could theoretically revive his Thunder King if I really wanted to, but it's not going to be for game. So Link Spider. Yeah. This game is completely over. Oh man, Witch's Strike. MVP card. I love that I can play Witch's Strike in this festival. This is the festival for Witch's Strike. Now imagine if that motherfucker had 7 tools of the Bandit. Then he would have stopped Witch's Strike completely in his tracks, right? Just saying. You gotta be playing 7 tools. It was just too fucking good, right? Alright, Eldlich versus Adamancipator. What is this? Duel number 17. Alright. Eldlich versus Adamancipator. Madam, I'm Adamancipator. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of Adamancipators in this festival, which there honestly shouldn't be, but you know, whatever. Ooh, you love to see it. Do I go first or second? Let's see. I go first. Okay, so I open sphere mode, but a bunch of good back row. So there's the thing. Okay. Cool. Summons the thing. Oh. Does not summon a thing because all those monsters were non-rock or tuners, right? So, all right, no board for you, I guess. But I had needle sealing, so you know, Adamancipators very easily get themselves into a needle sealing situation. So yeah, I was definitely gonna have needle sealing on him even if he did summon. But anyway, all right, so let's just attack you. Bam. Make the spider. Alright, I'm kind of a doofus, right? So I put Broken Line on the right side column here, in the same column as my extra monster zone, when I should have put Link Spider on the opposite side to force him into this column. I'm a doofus. I gotta admit, I don't play enough with Broken Line normally, but yeah, that was stupid on my part. But it might not matter because I have Torrential, so my board can be cleared if need be. So here comes Elixir. Yeah, I should have put Link Spider on the other side. Habits, right? Like, players just have habits. Alright, so, wait, what just happened? So, oh, he had normal Roxy's. Made the cat. So, he's going to put a bunch of cards on his field. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and needle sealing here. And the reason is because they already used their normal summon. I'm not going to have a monster advantage. And I don't want them having... I don't want them linking. If they immediately link, then I have to Torrential. I'd rather save Torrential in case they have more extenders. So now I have 4 monsters. I see 4 monsters on the field. They already used their normal summon. It's time for needle sealing. They have the Block Dragon, which, okay, don't care. Because I have Traptrix. Alright, so, alright, Block Dragon. Nice to see you there. I'm going to Ice Dragons. Go ahead and grab this cat, which is apparently is a rock, and then banish. Bam. So I have D-Bearer, and just in case they start making a board, I can call Synchros. And then I grab Conquistador to basically kill their normal summon, right? Yeah, because a lot of Adamancipators require them to have... Yeah, so there's a normal summon. I'm going to pop this. They're going to Maxx C. I don't care. But yeah, they don't get to excavate, and they don't have any rocks on their field. So how are they gonna special summon? Like basically, the only possible way they can keep extending is if they have the supplier. But you know, again, I still have. Let's say they have supplier, they're able to get on another Adamancipator to excavate. I still have Torrential Tribute and D-Bear. Like there's no scenario where this motherfucker wins or like builds a board. Right? It's just not happening. So anyway, so that was duel 17. Duel number 18. Let's see what we have here. Eldlich versus Tenyi Swordsoul. Any spice? 2 evenly matched, 1 judgment. Okay. Not that spicy. But alright, let's get into this. Yeah. No, yeah, the fact that Swordsoul and Adamancipator are the top 2 combo decks, and all of them put up negates, means that Witch's Strike is 100,000% on the menu. Alright, so I draw 7 tools of the Bandit. You love to see it. So, Lord, set 4 pass. Okay, there's the Vishuda. Okay, link into this. So they're going to use Vishuda to bounce a random card. Like bouncing a random card is never a good idea. Bounce a card you know what it is, right? Because look, I'm just going to chain and make Eldlich, right? Okay, Maxx C, like, I don't care. We'll draw 1, sure. Okay, there's Longyuan. There's a token. And now Synchro into Barone. And I'm going to Solemn Strike to summon. GG. There's a Taya. I'm going to go ahead and get Punishment because I don't want them making Synchro 8. Pop. Because Chi Shao will search Blackout. And then there's the Protoss. Okay, cool. So this dude opened Cracked. They had a Synchro 10 play, a Synchro 8 play, and they had the Protoss. All in their hand. No need for emergence. No need for a search off Chi-Shao. No need for Pod Desire. They just had everything, right? But luckily, I have everything too. So I'm going to go ahead and return Eldlich here to my hand. And I'm going to use Eldlich effect to send to the graveyard to get rid of Protoss. So Protoss cannot be destroyed, but it can be sent to the graveyard. So get my Conquistador. Yeah, so I have a Eldlich with Conch, and then I have Lord of the Heavenly Prison. So this game is just over. There's the Ashuna, make Monk. So Ashuna would allow him to special summon Tenyi, but I'm just gonna say nah. I'm not gonna allow that. So I'm just gonna pop this Monk, right? All right. So I'm gonna link into Lina. Attempt to seal their Ashuna, which is a light monster, right? Oh, but they have Psy-Frame Gear Gamma. Okay, that's cool, I guess. It's not going to matter, because... Use Lord. They should have saved Gamma for Lord, honestly. Like, that was a big mistake. But, you know, he was afraid of Link climbs. Like, fine. So, end phase, Waquero. He's going to Maxx, which will get him, like, okay. I'll banish Ashuna. There's fewer options for them, right? Lord, and then grab Traptrix. So Traptrix can go into D barrier, but I'm just going to OTK this fool, so... Yeah, this is 8k right here. But just in case it's not, like, I have... Traptrix will be a D barrier, which will call Synchros next turn, and I have Torrential Tribute, so... Yeah, dude stood no chance. No chance against me. Alright, duel number 19. We have Eldlich versus another Tenyi Swordsoul. Oh, so they're running evenly. Solemns, that's respectable. Imperm's fine, and then 2 Ice Dragons. With the 1 copy of Traptrix, not bad at all. But I would honestly put 2 copies of Traptrix and cut an Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler does so little, but whatever. Alright, let us begin. Alrighty. So, opening hand not great. Oh wait, they go first. So it is great, because I have a Lava Golem. And Swordsoul, like, usually puts up 2 monster boards, right? So there's a Barone. Protect against Nibiru. Oh, they have Protoss in hand. How about that? There's a Chi-Shao. Chi-Shao will search Blackout. And then they're going to summon Arch Nemesis Protoss. So look at this beautiful Swordsoul board, right? Not only do they have the classic Chi-Shao Barone, but they also have Blackout. They also have the Protoss, right? Gee, I wonder what's going to happen. Alright, so my turn. I'm going to go ahead. So I draw Eldlich, which is a brick. You never want to see 2 in your hand. You never want to see 2 in your hand. I run 2 in my deck to specifically avoid this problem, but whatever. Shit happens, right? So I'm going to go ahead and Lava Golem, Protoss, and Barone, because those are the most annoying monsters to deal with, right? And now I'm going to use Eldlich to take out Blackout. And they can't do anything about it. So I'm going to get Waquero. Waquero is going to go away, and Eldlich will come out, and I'm going to kill this Chi-Shao. And since Lava Golem is on the field, they can't use their Tenyis because they have to not control effect monsters, right? So I'm going to use Lord here, and I'm going to set Broken Line in this column. I set it in this column because I think, if let's say they normal Taya, I have a feeling it's going to go in this column. Just a gut feeling. I could be wrong, right? It doesn't matter. Okay, so Lava Golem, burn. Oh, end phase. Yeah, they blew their load. I would expect to. Like, look what they had their last opening hand, right? I opened Broken Line. Okay, so Eldlich is just gonna take this out. Okay, no trap. Maxx, I don't care. Swing, swing. Let's make Gustav Maxx, baby. And burn. Bam. GG. Oh man, I love Lava Golem. against a Swordsoul bow. It's so satisfying. It's like all your hopes and dreams gone. Anyway, so game number 20, Eldlich versus another Adamancipator. Any spice? Not really. Just evenly matched right here. Okay. Okay. So I open not great hand. I'm going first, right? This is not great for going first. I mean, it's okay. Basically, you know, obviously Sphirmo is better for going second. D-Berry, so I have 2 cards. D-Berry and Punishment to stop an Adamancipator board, which can be done. So I'm gonna activate, and I'm gonna chain Maxx. So no Ash. Okay, so I'll get at least a draw 1, but let's see if they take the Maxx challenge, right? So I'm gonna immediately D-Berry call Synchro. So if they do want to take the Maxx challenge, no Synchro monsters, right? So they do decide to take the Maxx challenge, which is seldom advisable, right? So that's another draw. Another draw. So as long as they can't OTK me, and the one thing they could use to OTK me is access code. So they go to Appaloosa, okay. So basically, Appaloosa can negate Intis, but cannot negate Punishment, right? And she's 3200, which means, yeah, I can't really. I'm basically just gonna get 1 pop off Punishment, right? So there's the XCs. So this XCs allows them to search any rock monster they want, right, including the Block Dragon. So which is their best extender. So I'm not gonna allow them to do the search. So at this point, I decide, all right, this is the time to use Punishment. I'm gonna use Punishment, send Intis. And I'm going to use Intis to attempt to pop Appaloosa because I want to force her negate. The reason for that is because I want to use Lord, right? So Appaloosa is once per chain. So I'm going to summon Lord in attack position here. And now Appaloosa is 2400, which means she can't attack over me, right? There's IP Masquerena. Okay, cool. And they end. They're out of place. So, okay. They end on IP Appaloosa while I have a fucking Lord on the field. So you know what that means? Straight to battle phase. Yeah, so I try to go enter battle phase, and then they had to use Masquerena for Unicorn. Like, okay, cool. So you're gonna discard a card to balance Lord, and then I have Eldlich to and I was gonna send Phoenix to the graveyard. They were fucked. They had 2 cards in hand. I have Witch's Strike. I have Needle Stealing. I have everything I could possibly want, right? So for those of you curious, yeah, I would send Elixir. I would set a Witch's Strike, revive Eldlich with Witch's Strike, swing for 35, and my sets would be 7 tools, Solemn Strike, Conquistador, Needle Stealing, and Torrential. That would be my sets basically. So either way, they scooped. They knew they were fucked. Like, they took the Maxx challenge and they lost. So they were unable to OTK me or set up a good enough board to stop me. So yeah, all right. Duel number 21. We have Eldlich versus Tenyi Swordsoul with 3 evenly matched and 2 red reboot. Oh, and the 1 Solemn Judgment. Okay, so slightly better than the last one I saw. But again, we have 7 tools of the Bandit, so we don't care about any of those cards. Alright, so check this out. So I do open 7 tools. You love to see it. So I'm going to set 4 pass. So basically, Torrential is my only like out to the Swordsoul board, right? So Ecclesia to Moye reveal Taya. Moye make token. Synchro into Shishao. Okay. Shishao will search. Let's see. They search the Longyuan, right? So they did not hard open it. Longyuan will tip pitch to summon, and when the token hits the field, it's Torrential time. So they use their Longyuan play for the turn. Their Moye is over. They're using Incredible Ecclesia. Like, their turn is over, basically. Gonna set 2. I'm gonna go ahead Elixir. He's gonna Maxx, whatever. It doesn't matter. So the cool part is, let's say they hard drew Blackout, right? One of these 2 cards is Blackout. and then they just normal any worm, and they attempt to use Blackout to pop my cards. I have 7 tools, so Blackout does nothing to me, right? So let's swing. Let's go ahead and swing here. So here's the thing. Could one of these cards be Imperm? Yes. Which one do I think it is? I think it's the leftmost one. Why leftmost one? Because when they set this card, I had a card in the leftmost column. I did not have a card in the middle column, right? So because of that, I think the leftmost card is Imperm. Because I think that, I'm going to use Conquistador and put Conk here. And then I'm going to set Traptrix in the middle. So now I have 2 interruptions, right? Because I know they have Taya on hand from last turn. They normal Taya, I Conquistador, pop the Taya. If they have Long Rant or an additional play, Traptrix will search a trap and put it into this column where Conquistador used to be. That way I get to avoid the Imperm column, right? Anyway, so let's see what happens. So normal's Taya. Before I allow them to use the Taya effect, I'm going to pop with Conquistador. And they use Red Reboot. And there it is. There it is. There's a fucking Red Reboot, baby. Here it comes. That's half their life points. And I'm going to say fuck you to Red Reboot. I'm telling you, 7 Tools of the Bandit is the best card in the game right now in this festival. Insta scoops. Insta scoops. Please play 7 Tools of the Bandit. You will not regret it. It's so fucking good. It's so good. So unbelievably good. Oh, I can't get over how good it is. Alright, so alright, so let's get into the last few duels, and then we'll be at the end. I'll finish the festival with the 22,000 ores or whatever. Alright, here's duel number 22. We have Eldlich versus Phantom Knights. That's right, Phantom Knights is a deck that people sometimes play in this format. I mean, it doesn't use spells, right? So I'm gonna Lord, set 3, pass. Alright, so they're gonna normal what is this? Torn Scales, right? And then Kagemusha Knight will be a free special. So they're gonna pitch Jackalope, which will get them Tsukiyomi from their deck, right? And then they also milled Fogblade. The fact that they milled Fogblade is not a good sign for them. So I'm actually gonna Solemn Judgment the summon. So the reason being is because this monster is really annoying, because not only does it's on summon effect, like for cost, mill a card, but also it can't be destroyed. Like, it can protect itself from being destroyed. So I'm just gonna say no, like no Cherubini, right? No mill for you. And now I'm just gonna summon Lord because I can. So if they have any more extenders, I have Ice Dragons and I have Needle Sealing, and we're already at 2 monsters, right? So I'm gonna grab Elixir. So Fogblade is going to revive Torn Scales, and I'm gonna say, oh, you're using Torn Scale Fogblade now? So I'm going to Ice Dragon this. If they're using Fogblade, that means they're out of place, right, at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and banish these 2. They're going to set 2, pass. I assume the middle card is Imperm, because you just got to assume that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and swing for 3,000. Now I'm going to use Eldlich in Battle Phase to get Eldlich. Swing for 25. Yeah. So they have 1 card in hand. Like, what are the odds they can make? Actually, Cherubini is gone, right? So without the ability to make the Cherubini play, like, their only play is like they're able to get 2 monsters on the field to make a rank 3 play, right? That's like their only out. So they don't have that. So they set a monster and set a card. So Elixir's gonna grab Conk. So I have game, like, if I can kill this monster, right, because it's at 25. So that is Sangan. They're going to chain Wings, which says the first time it's destroyed by a battle card effect, it is not destroyed, right? So basically, his hope is I swing into Sangan, it doesn't destroy it, and I swing into Lord and it doesn't destroy it. And then it does destroy it, but then he has no plays. However, I have this card called Conk, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just summon Conk here. They're going to Imperm for, I don't know, I think they're just raging at this point. Pop. And then they're gonna search, and then Imperm. Yeah, again, they're just rage quitting at this point. Like, they're just mad that I have game on them. You're mad. They're mad because they're bad. GG. And I had a Traptrix just in case, like, for follow for next turn, and I could either go into D-Bear and call Xyz, and he can't even make an Xyz play, or somehow he gets 3 monsters on the field and goes straight into Rusty Bardiche or something. But like, or I can just get punishment. I can get again, but in any case, he had no follow-ups, just no follow-ups at all. So anyway, So that was duel number 22. Oh, so it turns out it's just one more game I have left. Yeah. So this is the last game I played, and then after this, I already finished the festival. I got like all the rewards. There's no point in playing anymore. But yeah. But this game is a treat. You will, if you enjoy playing Eldlich or control decks, you will love this replay. The best for last. Luckily, I saved the best replay for last. So this is duel number 23. We have Eldlich versus Adamancipator. That's right. And look at this deck. Zero. That's right. Zero trap cards. No imperms. No evenlies. No red rubber. Just straight up monster and gas. Monsters and gas. Right. So, and then actually, I do go second in this one. So yeah, I'm gonna go against Adamancipator. Going second against Adamancipator. Eldlich. So let's see what happens. You can already imagine what's gonna happen based on my opening hand. You should know exactly what's gonna happen. But well, let's go through the motions anyway. So right off the bat, I do open sphere mode. So you already know. Where this is going. It's gonna go to happy place. So the thing about opening sphere mode is it just gives me that peace of mind where, like, you know what? It's like my opponent can do absolutely anything they want. Have a field day. No hand traps, just no interruptions. Just make the best possible board you can, please. And then I'm gonna deal with that board, as you'll see. It's so refreshing, right? To not have to worry about, oh, how am I gonna deal with this board, because I already know how I'm gonna deal with it, right? One card is gonna deal with it, and then I have 4 cards as follow up. Yep, excavate. So let's see how many negates this person's gonna put up. There's the Dragite Risen, and they do have a water monster in their graveyard, which means that is a spell trap negate. Appaloosa with 2400, that's 3 monster negates. Kawakimeru Guardian is 1 monster negate. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plus 5 negates so far. 6 negates. Borreload Savage Dragon. IP Masquerena, and then their 7th interruption, right? This is 100% becomes a Nightmare Phoenix, right? All right, that's their board. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and sphere mode, and obviously the best targets are the Risen because it's a spell trap negate. We don't care about Palooza. We're not using monster effects. IP because we don't want them to Phoenix bounce one of our cards, and of course Savage Dragon. Just because like it's an omni negate, right? Do not ever tribute the Rock Dragon because it'll let them search 3 monsters. So there's no point. Leave the Rock Dragon on the field, and yeah, goodbye. So I'm gonna set 5 pass. So first things first. This Rock Dragon has this annoying effect where if it goes to the graveyard, it searches 3 monsters. 3 monsters is a lot of searches, right? That's like 3 Rotas. So, on their turn, draw phase, I'm going to Ice Dragons. And yeah, I'm going to grab their Dragite to rub some salt in the wound. And I'm going to banish this Block Dragon so I don't have to deal with it, and he's not going to get 3 searches. So if they want to search, they're going to need another Block Dragon in their hand, right? Which they may not have. So at this point, they could attempt to Axis Code play. If they try to Axis Code play, I have Solemn Strike. So no matter what path they take to Axis Code, there will be a Solemn Strike in that path. But instead, they're going to normal the Crystal, special the Researcher, excavate, and they're going to excavate a second Kawakimeru Guardian. So they have a full 6 monster board with just 1 card in their hand. So I decided, you know what? It's time to pull the trigger. I'm going to Traptrix, set Needle Ceiling, set Needle Ceiling, and they're going to insta-scoop. So let me get this straight. Going second against Adamancipator, let's just recap. I played 3 cards against them. One is Sphere Mode, which gave them a body, right? But still a card I played. One was Ice Dragons to clear their Block Dragon. And the third was Traptrix. I didn't even activate Needle Ceiling, but obviously if I did, it would have been a 4th card. So I literally just ended this entire dude's entire existence with 3 fucking cards. And I still had 3 cards. Granted, I locked myself out I only had one trap left because of Traptrix. But it doesn't matter. I needle sealing their board. All their monsters just die, right? And then they have one card in their hand. What the fuck is that one card? Supplier? Like what is it? It's nothing. They already used their normal summon. Like if it was a supplier, it wouldn't matter. Like they're just completely fucked, right? There's nothing. They have nothing left, right? Because that's the thing. They spent so many resources building that first board, which I cleared, and then they started putting a lot of resources on the board to get that second board, and then I cleared that. And they just insta-scoop. They didn't even let me needle sealing because they knew they were fucked as soon as needle sealing flips face up. Needle sealing is so satisfying because nobody ever expects it, and it just causes so much rage, like, to players who get hit by it. It's like, yes, I am playing this fucking 20-year-old card, and I did just completely just like end your entire existence. 6 monsters I would have killed. 6 fucking monsters. How insane is that, right? Imagine trading 1 for 6. That's what needle sealing did, would have done for me here in this duel. So anyway, that's the end of this Adventures series for the Anti-Spell Festival. I hope you enjoyed. I hope the festival is still live. I hope you decide to play Eldlich, and I hope that you decide to build Eldlich like me. But yeah, that was. It's been a while since I had this much fun playing Eldlich because of the way the formats have been. It's been like awkward to build Eldlich sometimes. But maybe I'll give it a try. Maybe I'll just say, oh, you know what? I don't need Rivalry Goes in. Maybe some of these other cards like Broken Line, Witch's Strike, might make an appearance. But we'll see. So, all right. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.